So, since I haven't done any content in a while, and since episode 5 Piggy Reborn is going to take a while to come out, I've decided to start a new small sort of series, you could say, of just looking around the Piggy Reborn maps. It's just inspired by one comment, just probably up here. So yeah, this is episode 1 of Piggy Reborn Discovered. So, the first map, if I turn it down, the first map is the house map. So, the spawn starting bit is completely separated, and as we'll learn in the next episode, this is the exact same area in episode 2, but I just added a bit more to it in episode 2. And the background, the outside area is just completely empty, because we don't really see it. So, if we move over to the actual map, this is the intro cutscene area. And what this means is that everything inside that you play, that you play in the map, it's not actually inside of this house. It's a completely different area. This is just a bit for the cutscene. And I've got a whole custom vehicle here, where it would be the police car that you would drive in. And all of these different buildings that you would never really actually see in the game. And at the back, you can see the house isn't, it isn't detailed, so it doesn't need to be, because you would never really see it. But I tried to keep it to the size it would be in the actual game, but it's off by a bit. So, anyway, as we would start in the cutscene, we would go through here, and then we'd get knocked out by Penny Piggy, and then we would wake up inside the actual map. So we would wake up inside of this room here, and the starting room for this game it has a very different atmosphere to the actual Piggy. In this one, this starting room feels a lot more lived in than just the empty double beds. It's got a whole TV and a family picture. So as you move down, you'll notice the bathroom is on a completely different corridor compared to how it is in the original Piggy, with a custom bath and wall designs with a custom tile. And if you go this way, you find, the mother and father's room, which in actual Piggy doesn't have anything, it's just blank, but yeah. This is where you might find the green key or one of the 500 spawns downstairs. And up here there's not too much to say, just a storage bit, and then you take the plank over, use the machine, then go up to the attic. Now, if we go back down and we take this corridor here, this room, as you can probably tell in Piggy, doesn't exist. It doesn't exist in the original Piggy. This was just added because I felt like there needs to be a bit more in here. I felt like this was a good addition. So it's just a big room with a window and lots of different shelves where you find one of the gear parts. Now over this way is a corridor, very similar to the one in the actual Piggy, except for the green key door is on this side. And again, it's very different to the one in the actual Piggy. We've got a room with a TV where you would sit down and the Piggy family would just watch TV, I guess. And then we've got another one here, because, the Piggy family was really rich or something, I don't know. And then here, this new kitchen. I've completely redone the kitchen, if you could tell. I wasn't happy with the original one, and I think this was a much needed upgrade, and I'm really happy with how it looks now. So it's just where you can find some other green key spawns, or you can go here, which can either lead you up to the corridor or go outside. The outside bit is done in stages compared to an actual piggy. First, you would have to open that, use the shears, then open that, and then you can get to the blue key shed. And as you can notice, there is no plank bit here, because the downstairs bit is completely different to how it is in actual Piggy. You may notice that the basement in Piggy Reborn feels less like a basement and more like a cave. And there is a reason for that. If you play the expansion update in Piggy Reborn Chapter 2, you'll find out some things about what's going on here. And here is actually very interesting. Originally, there was a boulder you would have to use the metal pipe on, and you would push it down, and it would break this wooden board. But I just could not figure out the links, so it just was taken out and replaced with a simple hammer sort of replacement. There's a whole other area here with just a really big open bit with pipes and leaking water and an apple. Throughout the map, you may notice that there are different fruit, and that's part of a secret ending. I'm not going to give any of the spoilers on that, but if you want to try and get it for yourself, then go ahead and play Piggy Reborn and try and get it. We've done the starting bit, we've done the intro, we've done the insides, and we've done the outsides. But one thing about Piggy Reborn that I haven't seen anyone notice is an Easter egg in one of these windows. Can you find it? Well, right here, if you can see very closely, there's a silhouette of a pig. Who may that pig be? We don't know. You would, get the white key and escape. So this is the outside bit that you would see when you open the exit. As you can see, it's not the same as when you actually go into the ending cutscene. But it's just to, just to make it feel more detailed when you first see it. So, that's... But, what's that?